Now, that is termite in front of you. And me still have a big problem with the murder. Now, I have been researching CTOC. I tried to look for the law under which them govern, and I haven't really seen anything. I know this guy took over for CTOC. Recently it was Fitzbailey before Mr. Anthony. But what I do notice is that with Fitzbailey, he kind of does things a little bit different. If you notice, Fitzbailey like arrest the man them, and him like deal with the press conference. You understand? And him come out and him try to tell me as little bit as him can, but me still give him better ratings in terms of communication over Mr. Anthony right here that we're looking at. Now, CTOC, from the explanation that I saw, they are kind of like the Jamaican feds. So they tackle all sort of crime, and they pretty much can go anywhere. But there's also a Jamaica gang task force, and on the gang task force, it's JCF and police and soldier on the gang task force. And the gang task force, I guess, work alongside MOCA, other entity like CTOC, when them are gonna take down somebody. That's pretty much what the language says. But when it comes to the actual what happens, like this guy right here, we're trying to figure out if he was wanted. Was there an investigation? And from what I see, there was no investigation on termite. And I am going to show you guys something right now. And it's going to show that CTOC, something is definitely wrong with this killer squad organization. Let me show you something. Look at the screen in front of you right there. Now, this is an arrest that CTOC made. If you notice, I said an arrest that CTOC made. Now, the doctor of the Klansman, he was arrested by the Counter-Terrorism Organized Crime Investigation Branch, CTOC. Wow. Now, he is a Spanish Town medical doctor who is believed to be giving services to the Teshamila-led fraction of the Klansman. Now, in a statement provided to the media, so if you notice, in this case, CTOC provided a statement. They said the arrest was on reasonable ground, suspicion of breach of criminal justice, suppression of criminal organization act. So that's the big law that they came out with recently. So pretty much him help the gang member them. Now, this is very important. I'ma want you to listen to me right here. The doctor was made during an ID parade Wednesday, and he was pointed out by two witnesses. So in this case, CTOC, they went, they arrested the doctor under reasonable suspicion because they had two witnesses who they were working with, obviously, signed statement, whatever, and the witness, they put the doctor on an ID parade after them arrest him, detain him, sorry, and they pointed him out, and then he was arrested. So this is how the procedure should work. But in the case of this young man right here, he was treated very differently. Like I explained, the lady said that the man just come back from his honeymoon, pull up at a family house, chill for a little bit, and then jump in a car and a boogie, and next thing you know, man rush him and push him off of the road. Police chase away the people them, and next thing you hear, a barrage of shot. Now, I've thought about this a million times over, and there's a couple things going on in Jamaica. Jamaica has taken on a military style approach in dealing with the civilians. And if you guys don't believe me, look at how Americans deal with terrorists, and that's how the Jamaican government deal with the people them. Now, I think this young man had information on people, and the biggest mistake that you can make is to broadcast his private life. I know he was proud and happy. He was about to leave, have information. Remember, he not have a criminal record, you know. He beat his charges from what I know. You understand? And he was labeled as a gang member. Say he's a Don. But let's talk about the charges. In beating charges. So once you beat your charges, your name should come off of certain things. Now my thing is, how do you get on CTOC list? Why was this young man treated different than the doctor? Now, it seems like the Klansman gang have a whole bunch of informers, because how did the police them know that he was going to be there? Obviously, somebody was tracking this young man. But may I tell you now exactly what's gonna happen? Terrorists, the CTOC memorandum states that them deal with all sort of crime. Now, what they're gonna say that this guy was a threat to the state, and they have been watching him, and he was an imminent threat. This little man right here saying no, was an imminent threat to the state. Not Joel Silvera, you know, the rich boy. None of them rich boy, you know, with big money will control certain things. They are saying that this man right here would be an imminent threat to the state, meaning imminent threat to national security. And that's the only way I could see they're gonna put it. Now, there was another case, because I've been looking through Mocha. I'm trying to find their mission statement. I'm trying to find the law, but all I see is tackle every crime, whatever. Now, look at that murder. There was another murder in Nanity where CTOC killed 2 men. Upon doing my research, I realized that I guess CTOC, it's a combination of different police that comes underneath one rule. Now, they have the anti-gang task force, and I was like, so they have the anti-gang task force, why would they still have CTOC? Let me explain why. Now, CTOC was formed in 2015, and at the time, Devon Watkins was assistant commissioner, and he was in charge of CTOC. Now, this is kind of make it clear to me why CTOC is all over the place. If you read right there, it says CTOC is 8 units underneath their umbrella. They include counter-terrorism and special investigation, national strategic anti-gang transitional crime, communication, forensic cybercrime, as well as operations and special inquiry. The other units are the Constabulary Financial Unit, Fraud Squad, Intelligence and Covert Gathering, Anti-Tracking in Person, as well as Intellectual Property and Vice Squad. So CTOC has 8 different areas of the police force underneath their belt. So they have the Killer Squad, which would be the National Anti-Gang Transitional Crime. That would be the Killer Squad. And then you have the Counter-Terrorism and Special Investigation. That might be the Killer Squad too. Now, what really kind of struck me with the CTOC thing, it's the actually language, and I've never really looked into the language, but what we're saying all along is right. My brethren, who's a soldier, was in the army for years. He said, "Countryman, don't you see they are using American style to take out the people them." Now, I've seen other arrests that CTOC made, and like I said, in those arrests, nobody is killed. are arrested. But what I do notice, and this is what I notice in certain areas, like once they go for somebody with fraud, like the big doctor, them nah kill them, you know. But if they go in certain areas like South St. Andrew, Spanish Town, certain areas, they're definitely coming back with a dead body. From looking on their operation, them do enough intellectual property in terms of goods being illegal and stuff like that. Looking at this man thing, I am quite sure CTOC murdered this youth. CTOC is operating a killing squad, and the problem with police, especially killer police, nobody is gonna open their mouth. Every shooting that CTOC, and I'm not even gonna say every shooting, majority of the shooting that CTOC is involved in, Indicom is also involved. And guess what? It goes nowhere. I have addressed a certain thing about Jamaica, our country, in terms of how them police the people them. Do you realize Jamaica is one of the top country with the most called police shootout? And to me, I am starting to wondering if these are real shootout or they're making this up, which people say they have been doing it for years. There is no way we can have so many police shootout in one small country. I think one of the reasons why we have so much police shooting, it's because the way how them been policing the society. Ever since we have been created, Jamaica have an army, and the army works alongside the police. And basically, by doing that, over the years, they have trained the Jamaican population to become urban fighters. I don't know how many times am I gonna say that. It's not like when them hold them on them and sentence them put them through a D-Gang program or something like that, like what China do, or El Salvador, or other countries, even modern countries like America, Canada. You understand? They don't do that. What they do is exactly what they did over in Spanish Town. They go over there, and kill off the Don. Once they kill the Don, then the rest of the population or the community becomes rolled up. Then the gang splits into faction. That's why you have bed bugs, gang and this and that, and it becomes more chaos. It's not like when they do that, the problem is going to be solved. So that is definitely a targeted execution, and that's why I am saying CTOC, them look like them are the new Jamaica killer squad, because like I said, within CTOC you have a brute force arm of the law, which is the anti-gang, the national anti-gang task force, and they're using brute force because we still don't know how you get on a list like that, or how you come off a list like that. I asked a friend of mine, I said, suppose you go to Jamaica and you end up on CTOC list. How would you get off of it? How did you get on it? Maybe if some vlogger did some vlogs on you, next thing you know you land on the list and they're preying you. How do you get off a list like that? And how do you get onto a kill list? You understand? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How does CTOC operate? And I still can't come to any definite conclusion. One thing I know, they use the word terrorists to describe the Jamaican citizens. And what that means, they can search, seek, and destroy any citizen. Any people, any Jamaican citizen right now in Jamaica, your life is in danger by the law enforcement. People can be uptown and think to them safe and this and that. See them kill the man uptown there and the trial will start on the 29th. But we need more clarification of this kill squad that's operating under CTOC. Listen, my name is Countryman. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on another video. I'm out.